This part of the tutorial is about creating a table using SQL, and the query is just simply create table and the table name. We're going to use a name of person, and normally in creating a table name we would use the singular form. We then add the columns. I'm going to call the key, primary key, just person ID. I'm going to abbreviate first name, F name, and then I'm going to have last name as just L name, and then I'm going to have age as integer. So we have three data columns here, and then we have the key, which would make the fourth one technically, but the key only contains an internal number. It doesn't really relate to anything else. So that's my table being defined. If I it says there's already a table name because I did some testing earlier. So if I drop table person, and then I can create table person. So you saw there also how to drop a table. It's just very simple. You can just say drop table and then the name. And to run in SQL Server, you can just highlight the relevant part and just execute that one part. So we've just dropped it again, and now we can create it again. So to confirm it's actually there, we can just say select from sys tables where name is like person. Okay, let's just get this. So we have a table here called person, which is the one that's just been created. So in this example, what we've demonstrated is how to create a table and also how to drop a table, which is simply means the table is removed. There's no limit on the number of columns here. If I want to add more data, let's say I can say height of the person. Let's call this a decimal. I could say the weight of the person. I could say, okay, let's just say shoe size. Okay, so we'll see. First thing we need to drop the table again. So drop the table, and then it's completed that. So if we now select our table here, we're going to see these columns having been created. You can also, there is let's just drop the table again. You can also put in, make it more fully qualified to make it more readable. So this will basically mean that it's quite obvious what everything means. It all starts with person, and whenever you use these column names, it will be quite obvious what they relate to. In the programming side, in the application, if you didn't do that, you might just, for example, see height and you might not know what that means. you may have different heights. You may have heights of buildings and tables, and of furniture tables. So basically, this is always a good practice to prefix with the name that will describe everything in that table at one level. So basically, in this case, person, but it's not necessary.